What is up? I gotta get the chat open. Chat, what is up? Let's see. Oh, let me this. And all right. Well, how's everybody doing? I'm streaming later today. Just like before, I think I'm gonna stream a little more. Play a little Animal Crossing here. Before we get started. Uh-oh, I'm dropping so many frames. What's going on? Why am I dropping so many frames? May not be anything I can do about that. I'm not doing anything weird, though, am I? Whoa. Alright, well, maybe the problem has stopped, whatever it was. I don't know. What is going on? But that number has not changed since then. We seem to be getting healthier. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. Usually, you know, I start a little more prepared. But to be impromptu, we can't be prepared. Hopefully the network is fine. Looks like it's recovering. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, everybody. We're saying goodbye to 2025 and hello to the new year with the big countdown. All right. So here we are playing some Animal Crossing New Horizons on my ancient technology, Nintendo Switch. We played a little bit of this, I'm trying to remember, a couple weeks ago. This might sound strange, but whenever I see numbers lining up, I get excited. Like if I happen to look at my clock just as the time flips over to 11:11, I feel that like that might be important somehow. Thank you, Lily. And art that I got last time. All right. So we did get a quick tour of the island. Let's see what else we can accomplish while we're here for the next hour or so. And then in an hour, I'll go back to streaming more God of War. Look, who is here just singing aloud? It's Rosie. Long time no see. Been busy? I've been so bored lately that I took up bungee jumping for an afternoon. I was pretty good. Wow. 'Tis the season for bungee jumping. I don't really think I've played since I last streamed, to be honest. So, lots of weeds to pick up around here. That's not true, I guess. Well, I don't know. Maybe I did play a little bit, but I don't think so. Here's Lily. Sent me the letter. Look at her little hat. Biscuit! I was just wondering when I'd see you again. I've been playing the kazoo, but that was starting to get boring. Look at her outfit. Her little bag and coat all matching. So cute. Love it, Lily. New sweater? No, it's not. Not new. Just don't wear it very often. It's very big. Can't really see on my little square here, but it feels a little big on me. But hey, I have to have a new outfit for every stream. If I repeat even once, then everyone's gonna make fun of me. So gotta dig deep. All right, so what's going on here? Is this a menorah? They're celebratory candles. 1,500 bells. I guess so. I don't think I have one of these. 'Tis the season. What is this? Oh my gosh, like a cryo tube. Science pod. I need this. How much is this going to be? 95,000 bells? Yeah, that sounds about right. This thing looks huge. Well, I don't have that money on me right now, but I swear I'll come back for it. And a saxophone? Nice. Alto saxophone. I don't know if I have one of those. I have to go check. Consumerism. So awesome. I don't know if I own it, but if I don't, then I need it. Imperial chest. I think Lily, or maybe no, Soleil has this in her house. I'm okay. It's a little gaudy for me. Not my taste. The bamboo on the sides, like the little bamboo etchings, just a little over the top. But it's kind of cute. Seems like you're interested in a football. Not exactly. Okay. Okay, let's get out of here. I gotta, at the very least, go get some money for that science pod. Love the look of that science pod. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. My voice is a little scratchy, like I've already been streaming all day. What gives? I love that we get a little Christmas rendition of the Animal Crossing music. Holiday themes. Alright, countdown fun. All's well that ends well, or so the saying goes. On New Year's Eve, come together in the plaza. So come gather together in the plaza. We'll ring in the new year with a grand countdown. Yeah, you already told us that. Hey, look who it is! Agnes! Haven't caught up in a while. Nobody's seen you here in like weeks. What were you doing? Spaced out in front of the TV. No, sorry. I've been traveling for the holidays. New Year's Eve is tomorrow. You know I'm psyched. It's so wild that 2025 is nearly done. Parent Trap. The countdown party's in the plaza. We're gonna give the new year a rockin' welcome. See you there. Lily is my fave. I wish I had her, right? But unfortunately, there can be only one Lily, and she lives with me. Lily is great. I also have Soleil, who's also great. But now they can be friends. I'll just imagine they're friends. Actually, that kind of remind me, on my island, I imagine them as the two Lucille's from Arrested Development. They're both so similar, and that therefore makes them mortal enemies. But Lily is cute. Lily is an OG. Oh my gosh, so many weeds! I really haven't played in a minute, huh? Anyway, yeah, I'm obviously just not exactly, going to get that money, am I? I gotta explore every corner of town to see what's going on. We'll come back to Nooks later, but I haven't even opened my gifts! My detailed painting! Okay, so let's put this away. Oops. Oh my gosh. Here we go. So yeah, every day in town somewhere, you'll find a glowy hole, and you dig it up to get 1,000 bells, and then you can bury whatever you want inside. Preferably more money, which will then turn into a tree. Whoa, what am I doing? Causing a ruckus. Place that birthday table right now. Alright. So, what else? Yeah, we got more weeds to pick, clearly. But, really I'm using this hour as my excuse to do my daily chores. That I'm not doing daily because I haven't played this game in weeks. Something interesting I find about this game, it has always emphasized its real-time clock. That's been like the big hallmark feature of this game since its inception. There's a clock in the battery. Hey, speaking of which, I guess the clock's going off right now. But, you know, not just that the game runs in real time, but that it also continues to run, quote unquote, while you're away. Every time you boot up the game, it sees, okay, well, what time is it now? And immediately calculates all of the stuff that's happened since you last played. Plus seasonal events, which are very, very popular today. Today in video gaming, live service video gaming, that's where the money is made. And a game is deemed a live service game when you've got regular events happening, updates and things that compel the player to pick the game back up. But of course, usually today that's done in the service of money. Rosie's just down there still singing. In this game, it's just a flat fee. You pay one time to play the game, but there are still tons of little things you would normally expect to try and drive engagement to make more money. But there are no, like, microtransactions. The game has an expansion, the Happy Home expansion, but otherwise, it's really just for fun. But if we pull open my phone and go to the Nook Miles Plus, we can see here under, press plus for these. They're not exactly dailies, but they're kind of like dailies in like an MMORPG. Sell 5 fruit, and I get 150 Nook Miles. And actually times 5 multiplier for some reason. I don't know why. Catching fish, catch 5 fish, and I get 150 Nook Miles times 2. Catch bugs, cook up a storm, cook a recipe, get fossils assessed. In addition to the Nook Miles that you earn through these, like, basically they're achievements, various things that you can do in the game. And once you do them 50, 200, 1,000 times, some of them, you know, just like, oh, the first time you've done something or whatever, you get Nook Miles, and you get a little name too. The name applies to your passport here, so when you meet people and make friends in the game, where my nickname right now is Competent Boy. I'm a competent boy. Those are my little names that I've earned through these Nook Mile achievements, basically, that you get in the game. But really the ultimate question is, well, what do you spend the Nook Miles on then? I have 160,000 Nook Miles because I've been racking them up as time has gone on, as I played the game, but I haven't really spent them on a whole lot. Let me finish digging up this fossil here, and then we'll go check out what do you actually spend the Nook Miles on in the first place. But again, to be clear, Nook Miles, you can't pay, like, real money for Nook Miles. So it's not, that's the kind of thing you would see in a different type of game, a type of currency that is really useful and important, and you can spend real-life money to, like, get more of it, right? But that's not the case here. We go to the Nook Stop in Town Square. Once per day, you get 50 bonus miles just for accessing the Nook Stop days in a row. They add up, right? So again, another like, ooh, you should log in every day so that you can get more Nook Miles. And then you can go here to redeem your Nook Miles, all right? So what do we get? We get a bell voucher. For example, 500 Nook Miles equals 3,000 bells, okay? So let's pull up our calculator here and do some quick math. For my 162,000 Nook Miles, that's 486 million bells. If I were to exchange all of them. No, wait, hang on. That's wrong. I did the math wrong, right? It's 3,000, so it's 162 690 divided by 500. And then that times 3,000. Okay, that's a much more respectable 976,000 bells. Almost a million bells. Not hundreds of millions of bells, but But this is tedious. I think, if I remember correctly, my wife did this, where she basically emptied her Nook miles into these Bell vouchers, but you do have to just, like, one at a time spend them. Versus a Nook miles ticket, these can be used to participate in a special tour. Okay? So let's go ahead and redeem these for a ticket for a special tour. And it prints out, it has a whole bespoke animation for printing out the ticket and everything. Bring it with you to the Elwood Airport. Thanks. I love that. So much effort. The remaining 160,000 Nook miles we can spend on all sorts of other random crap. Phone case kit for your in-game phone. A bunch of DIY recipes, so you can just have a recipe to make a certain thing. And some specialized furniture. As you're seeing here, that I'm flipping through. I don't know that much about this furniture. Is it exclusive to this shop? I don't think they rotate out. I think a lot of this I see every time I come in here. But some of these Nook sundries, Nook Inc. sundries, merchandise, they are exclusive to this shop. But that's kind of it. That's everything. That's what you spend the Nook miles on. It's not really a whole lot. And it's definitely not anything that useful other than these bells, so in which case it's really tedious if you specifically let them all bank up like I have on here. If you really wanted to, you could, I guess, just sell them every time you get 500 Nook miles or something like that. But bells they're also not hard to come by in the game. So I've always found this to be like a very interesting mechanic of this particular game. They have like this dailies type system where you get rewarded for playing more often, but the actual rewards are like not they're not really like that important, special. So it almost seems like it's on the precipice of being evil, the way that some of these games are and how they extract money out of you. But it's not. They're not extracting any money, so it's like, oh, interesting. Is it just of the times, or I'm not used to seeing a decision made like that without the company's bottom dollar being the best interest. So here's one fossil you can assess. You're probably going to have a whole thing to tell me about it. Archaeopteryx. Archaeopteryx. I think that's how you're going to pronounce it. Quite remarkable indeed. No worries, man. I'll take it. Okay. Can I donate this? Oh, no. This painting I think I already have in our museum, so I can't use it for anything. Alright, so all this other stuff in my pockets, I just need to... gotta mail off to people. I'll do that later. Write them special personalized notes to tell them how much I care about them. But yeah, let's see. Some of this other stuff I can leave. So what about this? Do I know this recipe? Yeah, that's why it's in here. Okay. Into my home. We already showed the grand tour last time. Now I'll just use it for utility only. And I gotta hurry before someone tries to come into my house. Celebratory candles. Put them in storage. IV drip. Put it in storage. Faux fur bag. Put that in storage. Okay. The rest we'll leave out here. Okay, now let's go on this Nook Miles trip. This special Nook Miles trip. What's so special about it? I've been to the shop. Oh, you know, actually, I do kind of I really want to make sure I buy that cryopod. I think I have the money for it. I guess we should go see. Let's find out. Because I did just recently expand my house to have a basement. Oh, I have just enough. All right. Yes, let's withdraw 100,000 bells. We'll take care of it. We'll clean it up later. Okay. All right. One other thing I actually want to do while I'm here. Let's go to the Nook Shopping. Special goods. And at the bottom, KK Corral. Corral. KK Coral. KK Coral, which I think I already have, but maybe not. I'm not confident about. Every day in the shop, they will have a set of rotating goods, namely a song from KK. So there are a couple that won't show up there, but most of them will. And we'll check here to see if I have it. I don't. These are sorted alphabetically, so all right, well, let's go buy that. Okay, and then we'll go on our special tour. But I'm telling you, this isn't really for you guys. This is for me to take care of my chores. I've got stuff to do. What's the point of this game? To collect? That's definitely one way to play. To show off to your friends? That's another way to play. To create. This game explores all of those a little more heavily than its predecessors, which is exactly what you'd expect from a sequel. There's like more crap, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot of complaining about how this holds up to New Leaf, its predecessor that came out on the 3DS. For a time, there was less furniture. I don't know if that's still true, though, since they've updated the game so many times and added so much stuff. All right, let's go on our trip. But yeah, more ways to connect with other players in a multiplayer sense. I want to fly. I have a Nook Miles ticket, so I want to use it. You all packed? Time for takeoff. Yeah, more multiplayer type multiplayer modes. And yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know. More ways to create. That was the third thing I said. To be creative. There's like a huge emphasis on DIY crafting in this game, which is brand new to this game. All the crafting stuff. Why am I always show up here and instinctively pick the weeds? I guess I already have a bunch of weeds in my pocket. Yeah, some of the additions, I don't know if I'm really that crazy about them, but it just kind of goes back to what is the purpose of the game. It's just kind of one of those endless games, but it evokes a feeling, a vibe, and that is also very much in right now. Like cozy games, you know, that's like a whole genre of game, and it's kind of hard to describe what exactly construes a cozy game. But if anything else, it's just like a feeling that you get when you play it, or like a atmosphere that you find immersive. Yeah, let's see here. Oh. Check out this rock, see if there's any money in it. No money. Well, we've got some fish. We could fish. So many fish. Look how many fish there are. A dace. Not a very interesting fish. Gotta close my eyes for maximum success, though. Lean on the audio clues. A black bass. Okay. Seems wintry here, just like it would be on my island. So what's so special about this place, huh? Pond smelt. Whoever smelt it dealt it. So islands like this, I mean, they can have some interesting stuff. But they don't always have, I mean, it's kind of random whether or not it's interesting. Random, like how interesting it could be. If I press this, go to map, I think maybe we can see... No. No. Looks kind of like a spiral, though, huh? There's another rock over there, yeah. So I guess we'll check that out. So that's what makes this island special, is it's in the shape of a spiral. It's not that interesting. Alright, what's the best way to do this? Clean up our area here of all of this debris. And then I guess we'll do a hole here. No. No money. This place sucks. Seems largely boring. They even have apples. You don't even have a special fruit for me. I got some coconut and that's it. I almost said pineapple. Coconut and that's it. Oh, there's some over here. All right, let's pick up that coconut and then get out of here. This place stinks. I'm guessing they're still random, though. You can go to an island without the Nook Miles ticket. And sometimes it's fun to, like... It's like a guilt-free place to sap of resources. You can cut down every tree and dig up all sorts of stuff. You don't have to worry about how ugly it looks. I don't need any of the supplies anyway. Bell-bottom techno, this is stovetop kaleidoscope. Do you require assistance? Over. I'm bell-bottom techno? Is that how we're reading this? You ready to punt pontoons and fly soaring cosmos here back to Elwood? Yeah, let's go. Well, looks like I'm still having weird network trouble. I don't know if I'm going to be able to assist much. It's the kind of thing that I don't have a lot of control over. But let's keep the monitoring up, see if we can do anything. Keep an eye on our network speed output. Feels very spikety. But I don't have anything going on in the background besides this, which would usually drag it down if I was like uploading something else. So I'm not really sure why it's having so much trouble. We'll see if our luck changes. Hello, Lily. Excuse me. I've got chores to run on my island. Errands to run. Chores to complete. More fossils to dig up, for example. Stuff to sell. I got fruit to sell for my Nook Miles. Cute. Anyway, yeah. The Nook Miles are an interesting new mechanic. It's one thing that's changed in this game compared to its predecessors. The crafting is another thing. Which I don't engage with that much. But that's because for me, I'm not that creative. The way that I feel I play the game is you give me options of some furniture and I'll put something together. And that, honestly, is what the Happy Home DLC is. I don't know what it was like on the 3DS. I assume the general concept is similar. But in this game, you can procure the Happy Home Paradise DLC expansion, which gives you a job. I love that. That like, what's the one thing that Animal Crossing is missing? Oh, a job, work. So your job is to design rooms for other villagers. In this case, they're like vacation homes. I would assume in the last game it is not like that. But they make a whole thing out of, they give you a selection of furniture, and then somebody shows up and says, I want to have a room that exudes this. And you make it. You seem somehow different since the last time we met. New outfit, new hairstyle? Spill the deets! Whatever, Klaus. Hey, Mark, says Butch. I got a favor to ask you. Sorry, that was kind of rude, but I'm getting desperate here. I need to get a yellow perch. You think you could reel one in for me? I'd be mighty appreciative. Yellow perch? Is that like a fish? Yellow perch. Yes, it is a fish. Where do I find it? Tell me more. Catch details in New Horizons. River, medium, common, all day. Okay. I can try. Sure. Leave it to me. You serious? Well, Raouf! Alright, and I better not let Butch down. Okay, back to the... yeah, our network activity is going crazy. It's so spikety. What gives? Look at them being so cute to each other. Alright, excuse me, I got some weeds to pick. So yeah, I mean, I like the way that it's set up for the Happy Home Paradise DLC and how they encourage creativity. That is a little more structured and works better for me, but the more open-ended stuff is kind of tough. But ultimately, the game, it's got a cute vibe, and the furniture is a big part of that. So I do like going to see what furniture is there. When you go in the shop and see that they have like a giant science pod. It's funny. It evokes a feeling. And it's the kind of thing that you could think, oh, could I build a room around this piece? You know? But that can be kind of hard when it's up to random chance what stuff you get. So I feel like I'm still trying to collect stuff that I could make a fun room like that around. Hey, what's going on, Tybalt? Iron M. Long time no see. What are you up to? Me? I'm up to almost 7,000 push-ups a day. Bet you can't beat that. You're right, I can't. You can have it. And I'm happy for you. Here are the 2 snowballs I could try to turn into a snowman today. But also today, Isabel said there's a camper on the island. Who is the camper? Oh my gosh. What in tarnation? What? I'm sorry, what am I looking at? His name is Knox. Howdy! I'm just staking a claim for a bit, enjoying the camping life. Be seeing you around, clucking. He's got like a can of soda in his hand. He's just standing in his tent, looking like this. So he's like a bird, like a rooster, with a bell for a head, or it's almost like armor. He's wearing it like a knight, and he's got some like knight's get up. But he looks like a fast food mascot. And his name is Knox. Campfires are a big part of camping. You can roast all kinds of yummy treats over a campfire. Oh, I love this song. It's all part of the experience, clucking. How am I supposed to say the clucking? Chili's pretty much all I make when I go camping. It's tough to roast it on a stick, though. Clucking. Setting up camp by yourself is tough when you're first starting out, but I've got it down to a science now. I wonder if you can win a Lifetime Achievement Award for camping, clucking. You know, sometimes you just feel at home in a place. Well, I'm feeling like that right now. I fit right in with the folks on this island. Makes me want to call this place home, clucking. It's not that special. Please tell me you're not in charge of marketing here. This island is the best. That's coming from me, so you know it's true, clucking. That's kind of the purpose of these villagers, or these campers specifically, is that the campers, they visit every so often, just a random potential villager, and you can convince them to move in, but you have to have an open slot on the island, which I do not. There's a maximum number of villagers you can have at any time. And if you don't get a campsite villager, it'll automatically be filled by somebody else randomly. Typically, they are villagers that come from other towns that you've visited in the past. So, it doesn't even have to have been recent, but if you or somebody has visited you, you might get a villager from their town. But if you want someone specific, you can, yeah. You can't exactly convince people to move, if I recall correctly. I think it's still random chance whether or not they decide to leave. But if you play regularly, I think it's like every week, somebody will come up to you on your town and ask you if they should leave or not. Just like this guy, Knox, just asked me if he should stay, if he should move. But I don't really need him to. He's a funny-looking guy. He does not fit the vibe of my island. And I don't really know who I'm ready to move out of here yet. There's a couple people. Rosie is probably my biggest candidate, but part of it is I just need to... I don't really love the look of their house. the exterior. It feels a little stuffed into whatever segment of the map it's on. I gotta put a little more intentionality into how it looks. But I have not done that yet. Yeah, we got some more fruit we can be selling here. I'm running around picking up all the foreign fruit. So I left the apples on their trees, because that's the fruit that is from this island, so it fetches less money. But fruit that is not native to this island is worth more. Oh, my pockets are full. You can drop it. I'll go sell. What's going on here? Oh, I have to get that fish for Butch. I forgot about that. Let's quit selling fruit. Start catching fish. I can't let my guy Butch down. Do. Yeah, still lots of weird network problems, huh? I'm gonna have to watch this back and see if I'm even able to stream later. I want to sell. I've got fossils to sell as well. I'll do that in a moment. Okay, go ahead. 32,000 bells. Sounds good to me. Now, while I'm here... Oh. I gotta get my Nook miles for selling 5 fruits times 5. That's a lot of Nook miles. Can't wait to spend it on nothing. Okay, can I buy this? Science pod? Can I buy your science pod, please? $95,000 bells, no problem. Okay. The sacks, I don't know, maybe. We'll think about it. It looks pretty. Okay. Priority number 1 is getting that fish. So, as I understand, it's just in any river, all day, medium shadow size. Alright, well, let's start trying to catch some fish. Oh my gosh, my controller battery is getting low. Come on, we can make another 30 minutes, can't we? We'll see what happens. If I miss a fish because of you, I don't think that's possible. It's the other Joy-Con that's fishing requirement. These shadow sizes are a little small. But let's try this guy, sure. No, not what I'm looking for. A pond smelt. Let's see. What else is there to say? I mean, for Animal Crossing, my introduction was on the DS with Wild World. That was a sensation. That was great. Much like a good MMO, which Animal Crossing seems to share some DNA with. The best part is when there's a big community around a game. And Animal Crossing Wild World was one of those. I was aware of the original, I guess in America, the original Animal Crossing on the GameCube, population growing, if you will. I want to say some of my friends had that game. I gotta pause conversation every minute to... Oh, what a pretty fish. But... And I guess I did watch them play a little bit of it. But I never really... I only watched, saw friends with GameCubes. And my first home console was a Wii. I did not play that many GameCube games on it. It took me a long time to... Oh, a rock. It took me a long time to get, like, a memory card and controllers and stuff like that. Okay, thank you. But the DS I got before I had a Wii. And the Nintendo DS, I was obsessed with. I loved, like, some of the cutting-edge technology. You could connect to the internet and play games online with it. And Animal Crossing Wild World was one of the earliest games that they touted to support that technology. I remember I had a little booklet, a promotional book that Nintendo had produced listing all of their upcoming games that were going to support the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. It was kind of an exclusive little list. And they were all really good-looking games. Mario Kart DS, Metroid Prime Hunters, Tetris DS, even Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. I forget which they had slightly different names for the DS Wii counterparts. American Skateland or American Wasteland. I forget which one, but Nintendo's first games to support online play, kind of a big deal. And I remember as a kid thinking every single game that supports, whoa, Sahara's here, that supports the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, they all have to be good games. And very quickly I found that was not true. You are calling me Sahara, for it is the name I have carried for as long as I have carried these rugs. I bring these rugs from my home, which is far, to help you decorate your home, which is near. I have small rugs, large rugs, and rugs of the medium space between. The design is seen after the buying. I have also mysterious flooring and wallpaper. Oh, how surprising you will find it. Are you ready to buy? Yeah, what do we think? Rug of which size? Let's go all in and do a large rug. My favorite size. Now, please, I will accept the money payment. Please enjoy the rug as long as you can. I have exchange tickets as bonus for good soul who buy good rugs. 3 tickets for me. Reward program. Man, look at just the animation and detail of these rugs. Those are little details I love about this game in particular, that the others don't necessarily... I mean, I don't know, they do have, but this has even more of. Makes it clear it's not a cheap experience. They weren't cheaping out. I'll stop there. That's all I need right now. Thank you. So, what'd I get? Modern wavy rug. I guess I gotta lay it out inside. We'll take a look inside. So anyway, Wild World was my first game. I remember seeing that Nintendo Wi-Fi connection promotion and being excited to play it. I knew I had to get it because my friends had Animal Crossing on the GameCube, and this one I could play with them. And I found very quickly that Animal Crossing, good game, single player, you know, on a home console, but on a portable console, especially with the internet involved, it was the greatest game ever made. It was it's just a whole additional layer for the game that works. It fits so well. And its sequel, Animal Crossing City Folk on the Wii, is a bit less inspired. It's a combination of the Animal Crossing home console game and the portable Animal Crossing Wild World. So there's a lot of stuff that's like not new. Like the music, I think, is all from Wild World, which is very disappointing. And a couple signature editions that, in retrospect, were poorly received. Like Animal Tracks, where, you know, places that you walked on more often on your island would eventually erode away and create like a little path, which is kind of neat if you think about it. But most people, they really like design, you know, the aesthetic of their island. And so this was a kind of, you know, outside of their control way to make their island look a little worn down and worse almost. But besides that, just a couple other questionable choices. And that plus its kind of lack of originality. The fact that there were so many aspects of the game that were uninspired, copied from their predecessors, made it just feel a little cheap and hollow. But also, it was confined to a home console. So, the only place that you can play it is at home. You don't necessarily, like, bring your DS over to your buddy's house when you go to visit so that you guys can play together. But instead you have to be, like, playing it at home, ready to play with each other. And I've always found that's just kind of, that's more difficult, you know? It's easier to bring something with you and be like, oh yeah, I brought my Switch. Did you bring yours? I wanted to see your Animal Crossing village. Versus like, hey, what are you doing at home right now? Mind if I come play via Animal Crossing? And that kind of setting, that just never really, I don't know, those, especially on Nintendo consoles, they were never really able to nail that type of internet communication. Animal Crossing City Folk, for example, a black bass, not what I'm looking for, launched with support for We Speak, which was Nintendo's answer to VoIP communication, voice over IP, or internet voice chat. The original Xbox was not the first console to offer online multiplayer, but it was the first console to offer voice chat at home on a console. And that is what made it a huge sensation, playing a game like Halo and actually hearing the players you're playing against versus... oh, here we go! Yellow perch! Those yellow birds have to sit somewhere. Alright, let's go find Butch. Good for us, we did it. So yeah, I mean the Xbox Live, the Xbox Live service really took the world by storm because of its online voice chat capabilities. Something that was like not necessarily baked into the PlayStation 2's online stuff, and even with the PlayStation 3, only specific games would support voice chat, but there was no like system overarching all of the operating system that allowed you to like voice chat, say like in between different games, for example. That was something the Xbox 360 had that I always felt was a big leg up over the PlayStation 3. And Arfoid, oh my gosh, I can't carry it. Yeah, swap it with, I don't know, this fossil. He's gonna get buried. Alright, we'll take a look at that later. Oh my gosh, and so many more weeds. Do I have room for these weeds? I do, okay. Meanwhile, Nintendo, as usual, kind of behind the ball here. The GameCube had a select number of games. I'm talking like you can count on one hand the number of games that supported online play, most of which were not even released in America. And Nintendo wasn't taking any ownership over the servers you were connecting to. Plus, you had to get a special broadband adapter, similar to the PlayStation 2, but for like the Xbox, I think it was built into the console that you could at least use Ethernet. Let's see. I have room for one more. These, but I think I might have actually shaken them all. Alright, anyway. Just picking up more crap to sell. Excuse me. Thank you. With the Nintendo Wii, they finally did introduce voice over IP way late into the console's lifespan as an add-on that was microphone specifically made to be sensitive for all sound in the entire room. What a unique Nintendo solution to the problem. Quote-unquote problem. Is it really a problem? I don't know, kind of. It's something Nintendo would consider a problem. which is that online play, online communication can be dangerous, particularly for children, right? To be able to just, like, talk to anybody. Oh, now I still left behind something. Oh my gosh. Sorry, one more thing. I mean, I'm gonna have to come back here with my assessed fossils later, but here's this. Thank you. I'll take it. So Nintendo's solution to this problem is like, okay, we're not going to give you a headset where you can privately talk one-on-one with a stranger, but instead we're going to just put a microphone on your TV and make it so everybody... Oh, don't sell the yellow perch. Yeah, sorry, too late. I already did. I forgot we were supposed to go give that to Butch, weren't we? Well, we'll just have to fish for another one. Awkward. Come on, buddy. That's not a yellow perch. Well, that's too bad. What about this? You think this is medium-sized? Low battery? Well, as long as it doesn't keep me from catching some fish. Surely the third time that happens, then it will actually die. Sorry, Butch, that I sold your yellow perch. It's his fault for not being immediately available. I went walking for him, then my pockets were full, and you know how it is. Black bass. No, not what I'm looking for. Anyway, we speak introduced with City Folk. I think I bought the bundle that came with both, and it was definitely a bit of a disappointment. Never really did use it all that often. It just kind of underlined how awkward it is to play a game like Animal Crossing on the home console. But that was the last time that it really happened. After that, we got New Leaf on the 3DS, and then New Horizons on the Switch. And the Switch is a unique hybrid console made for both portable and television play. So it's a unique mix. This game is like so high resolution in the way like a home console experience is. Not quite 1080p docked. It's only 30 FPS, but yeah, lots of detailed animations on top of the high resolution gameplay, which is pretty nice compared to like New Leaf, which, you know, clearly runs at a very low resolution, and even though that game is jam-packed full of content, it's cool to get to play this on a home console at an even higher resolution. Feels very deluxe. But you still get all of the pros of playing a game like this portably, where I feel like Animal Crossing is the most at home. Just makes the most sense playing this game on a portable console with your buddies. That's where I felt like I got introduced to Animal Crossing, how I enjoyed it the most. And it got an extra boost over COVID, and, you know, thanks to all of the extra multiplayer modes and extras that were added to this game. We've known each other for a while, haven't we, Biscuit? Just imagine what our future might hold for us here on this island. Oh, is she asking me to marry her? Did you catch me daydreaming just then? It's one of my best reactions. Try it yourself, Toady. Let's do it. Show it to me. I learned the daydreaming reaction. So much to dream about. Thanks. Maybe this is the fish I need. Nope. Yes, this is the fish I need. A yellow perch! Alright, we did it. Whew, just in time. Now let's go find Butch. Maybe we should sell it first. We couldn't find him last time. Seen his house? No, he's not in his house. Alright, I have room for this fossil, though. Alright, where are you, Butch? There's nobody back here, right? Just have to make sure. What else is there to say? I don't know. Largely, I've been very happy with this iteration of Animal Crossing. I like it way more than, like, City Folk, for example. Let's see. Oh, there you are, Butch. You don't mind if I talk to you now? Just look at it coming down. It's cold as a cast iron commode out here. I brought you something. Definitely a yellow perch. I knew I could count on you. I owe you one. What do I get in return? A shirt. A little something. It's an instant muscle shirt. Oh, alright. Now that's exactly what I'm looking for. Let's try this puppy on. I feel like George Michael. Oh, my pants! Yeah. Good Animal Crossing. That's what I have to say. Better than City Folk. That's what I have to say. But definitely some downsides that people often complain about that I'm kind of sympathetic towards. The limited dialogue that people find frustrating. But, it's been great. Big man, been a spell since I seen your goofy mug. You ain't changed a bit. Alright, can you tell me what you're making, though? Careful where you're going, okay? Don't be knocking all my stuff over. What are you doing? What, this thing? I'm making a holiday candle. Hey, I just bought one of those. Or no, I bought a celebratory candle, didn't I? Yes, please. Shouldn't be too tough to make, sleepyhead. I bet it's a cinch for you, big man. Alright, learned how to do that. Are we all excited for Update 3.0 to drop? I guess so. I don't know, the stuff that they showed... I don't know. I mean, there's a couple new villagers, right? That's kind of crazy, and they're like... crossover IP? Is this how people feel about, like, the Spider-Man Magic the Gathering cards? I'm like, I don't know. I think this is maybe a line that shouldn't be crossed. But I guess I can't complain about 2 new villagers being added in an update. Good to see that there's going to be, like, some updates for the Nintendo Switch 2 version. But still no 60 FPS, which is kind of a shame. I'm not sure what's going on there. It must be a technical requirement, I would think. Not that the game can't run at 60 FPS, but like something about being compatible with the Switch 1 version. I don't know. But the mouse mode stuff, support for more players on an island, that's pretty cool. Those are probably the most exciting updates that are slated for the game, though. Yeah. So, yo, Wendy, were you away seeing a show or something? Even though your fave pop star is right here on this island? No, I wasn't. I just didn't want to talk to you. Let's sell. Let's sell this and this and that. This. Black bass. Pond smelt. Imperial bed. I'll have to take a look at it before I sell it. Okay, I think that's everything. Go ahead. I can buy these from you for a total of 19,440 bells. Sound good? Sold! Okay. Done deal. Those are probably all the most important things I needed to do on the island. Oh, wait, there's still more fruit I haven't found? Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? Which is good, too, because it's almost time to flip over to the other stream, except, I don't know. My network has not been treating the stream kindly. For the past hour, it's been all over the place. Very inconsistent upload speeds. So, that might be out of my control. I may not be able to do anything with that. In which case, if it's going to keep being so volatile, I maybe won't stream at all, which is kind of disappointing. But either that or I drastically lower the... But I don't know. It's some of these spikes are dropping so low, even beneath, like... I would say 10 megabits per second is probably the minimum I'd want to drop to. And yeah, some of these drops are even below that. So, but I'll have to restart some of my hardware. See if that does anything at least. I don't think that my bandwidth's being sucked in by anything else. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. But if I can't, I'll do another test stream, and if I can't get it under control, I may not be able to stream tonight, unfortunately. So, hopefully you enjoyed this for what it was. Sorry, that wasn't despondent enough. I wanted that to be sadder. Thanks for listening to me ramble about Animal Crossing some more. You can tell it's kind of a building block of my gaming heritage. That's what I'm going to start calling it. But not the kind of game I'm going to be streaming on here for hours at a time. At this point, I've done most all of my little daily tasks. Just a couple other things maybe I would do. Besides, yeah, I don't know. I got some rooms to decorate. I got work to go to. I gotta go to my job, the Happy Home Paradise. But that's gonna do it for now. I'm gonna sign off here. Yeah, see if I can get these streaming woes taken care of. So, if not, probably no stream tonight, unfortunately. So, keep an eye out for some updates. We'll see what's going on. Wish me luck, and hopefully I'll see you in